Well, I'm back to give you another update. So, this is your first quarter update of 2025. So, it's been an interesting quarter. A lot has happened, and I need to discuss with you a little bit about world economies and things to get you to understand what's going on and why I think it was necessary to have this happen. So, everybody knows tariffs, Trump's tariffs. While they're painful right now, I think they're probably the best thing that could happen, and I'm going to explain why. So the world has 7 billion people. We only have 340 million of those people. China has 1.4 billion people. We have literally a third of, actually more than almost a fourth of what they have as far as population. Yet we're the top producing economy on the planet, and they're right on our heels. And that changed over the last several decades. Literally, since I've been in this business, since the early 90s, that's a 35-year period roughly. I have watched our trade deficit with China immensely change from pretty flat to outrageously favoring them. So this is more about tariffs on China than it is on the rest of the world. And I think Trump didn't want to, isolate China, but it looks like that's what he's doing. Bottom line is that we have a massive debt in this country, and we run big, big deficits in our budget. And we can't keep doing that. This country will fail. It's a road to nowhere. Somebody has to reshuffle this deck. And the only way we're going to do that is we've got to bring some manufacturing back to our economy. Our debt to GDP, which is gross domestic product, which is what we produce, is the same levels it was after the Great Depression. The only reason we were able to deal with it after the Great Depression was World War II. I don't think we want World War III. So the only way we're going to do something about this deficit is that we're going to have to do something to influence where things are being made and increase our own GDP. So I think it's a little bit of a painful thing to go through early on. I'm not optimistic that markets are going to do really well during this uncertainty, but the Federal Reserve is in a great position to start lowering interest rates. So we don't know what's going to happen. So you can't just get out of the market. But what I am doing is I already made some changes during the early part of April when the market was going down pretty volatile. I was able to sell some things that were actually up, and I was able to buy some things that have really gone up since we bought them. So we're looking really good. I mean, we're 2 to 3% negative right now, and market's way worse than that. So I'm happy with where we sit. So I'm just going to keep reacting to what happens. I can't tell you what that's going to be, but I can tell you that it's going to be like it always is in these periods where things change on a day-to-day basis, and I'm able to adjust. Now, we don't own a lot of tariff type companies that are going to be affected by this anyway. We don't own a lot of retailers. We own a lot more of the service economy. So, Amazon's our biggest retailer. It's the only retailer we have, but it's the biggest retailer. And I think that people are going to continue to buy from Amazon no matter if there's tariffs or not. So I'm not going to get rid of Amazon. But we do own all the right stuff. It's about picking the right places to be. It's not about being general and getting into an index. So I don't want you to worry. I've been through this. I've been doing this for a long, long time. And I've been through these sort of things over and over and over. And I know how to deal with them. And I've come through every one of them, and we've done really well. So hang tight, and I'll come back to you next quarter, and we'll discuss what's going on then.